Boards.
Listen, we don't have no thing. Gotta be a couple push-ups for it.
Just a couple?
I'm just trying to chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to beat up to an A cup.
You know, I laugh. I don't want to laugh.
I ain't do about 30 push-ups.
Somebody come get him.
Everybody get the shirt with that belt on top of it.
Behind the scenes.
That's raised lettering, you know what I'm saying?
Behind the
You don't
scenes.
know that TV. It looks like a part of my outfit. It's like my outfit.
Yeah, not outfit, but outfit.
I got my outfit on. You know what I'm saying?
You may forget what I was about to say. As we wait for the show to start, tripping out with my boy. Yeah, tripping out as we wait for the show to start. Oh, I hit your foot.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay.
Small thing for the job.
Her. So about this 6 grapes that was provided for today's show. This is good.
I'm glad you like it.
It's good.
I told you I was going to bring you some off the beaten path.
Yeah, because I've never even heard of 6 grapes before. So it's interesting. Y'all, he brought me some 6 grapes to try out.
It's a port.
It's a port wine. Okay. We waiting on the sponsors. We got a word from the sponsors.
I don't know what my mic is.
You gonna know. I'm gonna do it. I got you. Yeah. We're great. No, you're fine.
Oh.
Stand. I just cut it on. Is it on? Yeah, up. Oh, I had it the wrong way. There we go. I had it right first time. See, you got me up here nervous and messing up.
Little old moi?
Little old moi.
I ain't doing nothing.
With your outfit.
I ain't doing nothing. With my school outfit. You know what I'm saying? When I take it out, when I get home, I take it off so it don't get dirty.
Hey, you better take them school clothes off when you get home.
Put my play clothes on.
Put your play clothes on. Don't be walking around here playing in them school clothes. Take them off.
On, you cut the grass in when you go outside with your little friend.
The school shoes separate than the play shoes.
Yeah. Your play shoes always be last year's shoes.
Continue to play in them play shoes. You can still fit them? Them play shoes.
Oh yeah, you can fit them. They holding.
Yeah, they gonna hold up. Yo.
I hear the door opening. It might be never. Yes.
I think the guy just left.
Oh, that's the other dude leaving. Not him coming in. Yeah, you know, everybody punctuality. Hey, I don't know where you been at the Ash. I know, right?
Whatever this is, they're flying. It's bothering me. Hey, good people, we waiting on the show to start. I see my mama just popped in. Hey, mama.
Hey, boo. How you doing, mama?
We're waiting on the sponsors.
I don't think I told my mama I was going to be doing this tonight.
You did?
Can I tell my mama?
Go ahead, text mama. Yeah, let your mama know.
She don't be doing nothing.
Tell her to go to my Facebook page so she can see it. Give her my Facebook, because my live should be public. Hey, Ma, I got a new wine for us to try. It's called 6 Grapes. It's a port. Oh, no, you don't like a sweet red. Okay, well, disregard this last message. It doesn't apply. I apologize. Yo. I know y'all like, why is it quiet? We waiting on him to finish A word from the sponsors. Whatever this is, keep flying and keep blowing. Make sure y'all follow Good Spirits Bartending. I see D just popped on. Hey D.
Diana?
No, my sister D with the locks. All right. Pull that mic close to you.
I want to have a beautiful feature for my Facebook feed.
The beautiful features.
Can we turn my mic up so I can get it out my face? Them people, them ladies on there trying to see this circle of beauty, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody come get him up out of here, please.
You know, you treating me like the little kid that play hide and go seek. He go behind the bushes, don't nobody look for him because he ugly. We ain't trying to find him.
Y'all on a whole new game.
We done started a whole new game. He think he got us.
Nah, bro.
I'm good at it. I'm good at it. They can never find me.
Nah,
you know what
bro.
you want.
Good evening, good evening. Welcome back to another show of Respect Your Black Dollars Radio. And it is your wonderful host, Sarita Lakim. Make sure you all don't forget to check out the Sweetest Body Peace and Love on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. The Sweetest Body Peace and Love is where I provide yoga services, meditation, card reading, waist beads, bracelets, and nice jewelry. So make sure y'all check me out when y'all get a chance. But most importantly, today, we're actually going to have two guests. Our first guest today is going to be Sean with Good Spirits Bartending. What's up, Sean?
Hello, thank you for having me. Everything's good, man. Today's a great day. Like my granddaddy used to say, if I was in the bed, there'd be two of me.
Uh-oh, here we go. Don't you start acting up on here now. Don't you start. Y'all, we've been back here, we've been over here tripping out for the last 15 minutes. So I can only imagine how this show was going to go. So if you don't know, if you've never encountered Sean before, he's known for his great bartending services all over the city of Jackson, and probably even further than that. But Sean, go ahead and let the people know about some of your bartending background.
I got my background and started in 2000, actually 99. 99, I was somewhat of an apprentice, so I've actually been bartending since 2000. So I'm 20 years in, worked in all types of various establishments, whether it be the mom and pop restaurant, the Irish pub, corporate chains like Ruby Tuesday, Olive Garden, Chili's, things of that nature. And for the last 10 years, I've been doing private bartending. Good Spirits provides professional bartenders for private events like wedding receptions, corporate functions, political fundraisers, things of that nature. Your mother having an 80th birthday party, we come right to the family reunion and set up.
Heard. So let me also ask you this then. What made you start your own bartending service after, doing your thing around the city and taking care of everybody else? What made you want to go ahead and go into services or go into business for self?
Freedom.
Heard.
I got to a point to where I realized time was more valuable than money. So I still needed money, to live. Human beings are the only species on the planet that pay to live here. Dogs and horses don't have to pay to be here, But energy, you knock on my door every month, on time, every time. So I wanted to start my own business so that I have freedom of mobility, flexible schedule, spend more time with the people I care about, and overall just, I wanted to enjoy life and not just work to pay bills. All I do is play every day. I wake up, go to the reservoir, get a couple miles in, play a little tennis, swim, I might even come sit beside you and do some yoga.
True. Just so y'all know, Sean came to me one day and he just warmed my whole spirit and told me that he's been trying yoga on his own. And when I say he was so passionate about it, I was like, man, that makes me feel good.
Man, let me tell you what I did. So we think we can do everything. You know what I'm saying? As a man, won't nothing defeat me.
Of course.
So I went on YouTube and I got the remote beginner yoga on YouTube. You know, so the video come on. I'm like, man, I can do this, man. About 4 minutes in, I didn't even know I had little muscles right here and under here. And,
you had stuff hurt that you didn't even know you had.
All under my shoulder blade, and then I tried to put my hands under my feet like the little lady on TV. That little meat right there behind your knee.
And that started hurt too. The meat behind your knee.
The meat behind your knee. Everybody know what I'm talking about. Everybody know what I'm talking about.
The meat behind your knee.
That little meat behind your knee. That hurt. You feel that when touch your toes, they done it in a while.
And see how it go. And see how it
I
goes.
was sweating.
Okay. So with that goes to show you that, hey, you know, we all got our area. However, though, it's something that can be learned. It can be learned. Hey, just so y'all know, we got Sid finally popped in. Say hello to the people.
Hello. What's going on?
That's Mr. Mobile. We'll be getting to Mr. Mobile soon. Now, do we need to refresh you? It's a there we go. Can y'all hear Mr. Mobile better now? There we go.
All right.
There we go. Do we need to let you try some of this 6 grapes while we're here? Because we got Mr. Bartender in here bartending. Yeah, it's a port. It's a port wine.
You gotta try it, man.
Yeah. So y'all, Sean brought some 6 grapes because he wanted to make sure that he provided his services on air and off air, okay? So he brought us some 6 grapes. So that's what we've been over here testing out.
Now, see, when I give you this, the trick is when you sip it, turn around so you see. When you sip it, you gotta stick your pinky out like that.
Don't forget the pinky. Don't forget the pinky, SpongeBob. Don't forget the pinky, SpongeBob. Okay. All right. So Sean, back to you. So let me ask you, because you already talked about the type of events that you all like to bartend at. So explain some bartender do's and don'ts. As a bartender, what are some things that's really important for the bartender to do to provide a service, and then what are some things that they should not absolutely do under any circumstances?
Well, bartenders have to be twofold. In order to be a bartender, you must know the recipes. You can have a wonderful personality, tell all the jokes, and impress the people. But if you make the drink incorrect, then you're a horrible bartender. Okay? You can make the drinks right and not have a wonderful attitude and very, have a disposition of I don't want to be here, or kind of like I'm waiting on y'all to get up. I just want my tip. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You'll still be an ineffective bartender. So bartenders are twofold. You have to have a personality for the job, and you have to know the recipes.
Heard. Okay. So then let me also ask you this then, because see, everybody has a role no matter what. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, do you believe that the customer is always right?
No. That is a generalized philosophy to keep you in check.
Heard.
But they can still be wrong.
Well, I agree, but I just want to know your opinion.
Oh, no,
you know how I feel about,
they're not always right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The mass general public is, you know what I'm saying? It's very hard to accommodate everybody at one time. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you just think if it's 9 people in the room and you say, hey, man, what y'all want for lunch? Well, you're going to get Chick-fil-A, Piccadilly. It's very hard to accommodate a large group of people at one time. True.
Very true.
And that's exactly what a restaurant is. It's a social setting.
Yeah.
That's why we got TVs and music going on.
Right.
You're there to have a good time and eat.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Perfect. So, do me a favor, break down how liquor and alcohol and drinks actually works, because, some people don't know the difference between top shelf and well liquor. What are some of those? Break down some of those categories for us. Well, when it comes to liquor.
Okay, it's liquor. Mm-hmm. One of the things that you really want to look for is the number of times that it's been refined, as far as like distilled or, filtered. That's what makes it a call versus a top shelf or a premium or ultra premium and things like that. When you're talking about whiskeys, type of barrel selection that was used when it was in the rick houses and how long it's been aged, all of those things come into play. You really don't need to know all of that unless you're trying to be an alcohol enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? If you're just trying to get a buzz, you can just order whatever you want to order as long as it tastes good to you. Right. There's no difference between Absolute and cranberry and Grey Goose and cranberry if you just trying to get a buzz.
Heard. Okay. So then also break down how beers work. So you got what imported, you got deported. Break that down for me.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Import just means it comes from another country, but it's still beer. You know what I'm saying? Beer has a recipe. You know, they got the IPAs and the, pale ales and the New Belgium stouts, and they're starting to add flavors to them with the craft beers, and they're making them where they have a little bit more, what I'm trying to say, they have a higher proof. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes that can take away from the flavor profile. You know, like, you ever eaten some hot wings and they were good, and then you go to a different establishment and they try and make them hotter than that, so they call them nuclear or something. They're so hot that you've taken away the flavor.
Yeah, you can't even enjoy them.
You're not enjoying it anymore.
You just sweating, nose running, all of that.
And beer is just a preference.
Okay, got you. Okay, got you. All right, and lastly, about wines. So, like, for instance, like you just provided this one, and this is a port wine. So what are your different kind of wines?
I suggest to people, there are multiple types of wine, like a slew of wine. I suggest people just try the wines. And what I mean by try is go to your local bar or restaurant, pay, $6 for the glass before you commit to $24 for the bottle and not like it. Exactly. A bar is a taste testing center for things you've never had. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I never heard it like that before.
Well, yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
It's twofold. It is, but it's not. So before you spend $60 to commit to the 5 liquors and the 2 mixers that's in a Long Island iced tea, go to a bar and try one for $6.
True.
Okay? However, you can't order a Long Island iced tea, don't like it, and then be like, let me get this back, I just want to get something else. Let me get strawberry daiquiri. So a bar is a tasting center for things you've never had. Yeah. However, it also is not.
Look, so in other words, make sure when you take yourself in a bar and you trying something for the first time, be prepared that you might not like it.
And then just order something else. We ain't taking back no
So don't go in there with $12.50 and think that you can go ahead and get something you don't like and give it back. Nah, that's not going to work. Right. Make sure you got enough money on you. Hey, you laughing. Hey, that's it.
Trying to stay on that side.
But I'm just, you can definitely chime in. You know what's up. Look, you a cigar smoker. So
how you like that wine?
So, yeah.
It's beautiful, though.
Okay.
It's really good, ain't it? It's really good. But you're a cigar smoker, so you understand, knowing quality of the product that you're deciding to indulge in.
That's right.
And you can't, come getting some good product and be expecting, man, that's just like when people would come in church here. Y'all got black and mild. No, baby, this is a real cigar shop. Yeah, what that's supposed to mean? It's a real cigar shop. If you want to smoke black and mild, then don't come in here with black and mild money. That's not going to work.
We sell handmade cigars.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah, we sell handmade cigars.
And no cigarettes in here. Yeah. CDs, DVDs, or loose squares.
Yeah.
So, None of that.
I take EBT, food stamps, and
loose change. And loose change. So let me ask you this, Sean. So are there any fun facts that you want to tell us about bartending, or any fun facts that you would want to give to the people that are interested in possibly bartending or wanting to expand their tongue palate with different liquors?
Well, as far as fun goes, I tell people all the time, I can make you feel bad. What I do for a living is I put ice in a glass and pour liquor on top of it. I work in the AC when it's hot and the heat when it's cold. I never miss money for inclement weather like a landscape or construction worker, and ain't no such thing as a recession. People eat and drink every day. I ain't never heard nobody say, like cigarettes, I'm gonna lay off this eating for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm short of breath. I'm gonna quit eating for about 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Eating ain't cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? The job itself is fun. You get to interact with different people from all different walks of life. Meet new people other than just the same people that you know. You're going to have your bar regular, but then you're going to have your out-of-towners and your pass-up-throughers. most of the time you got 5 or 6 TVs in the vicinity and you control all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to have a good time while watching sports and talking to pretty women. You know what I'm saying?
And drinking.
Well, I can't drink.
Well, you right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one at work.
You're the provider.
Yeah, but that's fun as well. I'm watching y'all have a good time. My job is to make sure you have a good time. So in turn, I have a good time.
Right. So whenever somebody does book you for a service, exactly what do you come with? What do you bring with you?
Everything. Everything.
Capital E.
Yeah, I joke, but seriously, we pride ourselves on eliminating the guests from having to participate in any of the workload. We do everything from the rooter to the tutor. You know what I'm saying? Remember those old Maytag commercials? When we show up, just tell us where you want to bar. You're gonna be standing around like this, twiddling your thumbs, because we don't have anything for you to do.
Okay.
You don't hire us and gotta make sure we have a table, or you don't hire us and gotta go get ice. You essentially don't want to pay us and then have to work for us. So we're all inclusive. We're not bartenders for hire. We're a complete bartending service.
So y'all bring beer too?
We bring everything.
Oh, dang. You know what? And I don't know why I'm acting brand new like I haven't had services from Good Spirits before.
Yeah, even on the
Look, why I'm acting funny. Why I'm acting like that. Yeah.
It don't have to be 250, 300 people.
Look, so I'm also a very happy customer of Good Spirits Bartending from my husband's birthday. What was that? About 2 years ago?
It was 19 or 18.
Yeah, and I had did him a birthday dinner or something. And so Sean came through and represented for Good Spirits and had the whole crew on one leg.
Yeah.
On one leg. As usual. Yeah, so I can honestly say, not only because Sean is my friend, but because I've been a customer before too, that he provides really, really, really great service. So
thank you.
No, man, no problem. Hey, we appreciate you for doing what you do. You know, not only are you providing a good drink to the people, I mean, you a black man handling your business.
Yeah, one of the things we pride ourselves on is keeping everybody safe. If you buy a bunch of liquor and just sit it on the table, there's no portion control. So your guests can have as much as they want. We'll make sure they get them one at a time. You know, you don't want anybody, getting inebriated and causing a ruckus inside of the event or leaving the event causing harm to themselves or someone else.
Right.
You know, we also provide $1 million liquor liability insurance. The liability falls on Good Spirits and not you as the host of the party. Okay. So, we make sure that we do everything right. And I got a brother that's a t-shirt. He screen prints t-shirts. Well, you can take the screen printer anywhere. You can put whatever you want to put on it. Alcohol is government regulated. It's different from city to city, from county to county, state to state, and federally. So we do everything right.
True. Look, as I sip. So last question. Can you please provide the people with any contact info and how they can contact you? Oh, let me first do this. If anybody wants to give us a call, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please give us a call, 601-498-5950 or 601-948-5835. So yeah, give us your contact info and booking information so the people can contact you for their next big event.
Our office number is 601-207-1785. Well, we're located in the Fleur Tower right in front of Piccadilly and behind Corkscrew on I-55 North Frontage Road. Our website is goodspiritsbartending.com. We have an Instagram page, which is Good Spirits Bartending, and we also have a Facebook page, which is Good Spirits Bartending Service. So on any major platform, you can reach us. And I purposely didn't give anybody my personal information because we are an entity that you can contact to do business. You don't have to call me and ask me for a favor. Just call the number.
So don't get extra.
Yeah.
Don't get extra.
Hey man, No, we got service for that. We got a website for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't call you and ask you what time you clock in. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you trying to do.
Heard that. All right, Sean. Anything else you want to add? You all good? Anything else you want to give to the people?
I would just like to say, overall, thank y'all for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here. Well, as far as bar services go, I encourage anyone, even if you don't use Good Spirits bartending service, you want to hire professional bartenders to make sure that your event goes right and without a hitch. Mm-hmm. Professional bartenders, like I say, provide portion control. They can monitor guest consumption. Mm-hmm. I might be able to cut your cousin Leroy off faster than you because he know you. Yeah. He don't know me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. And safety is first. Mm-hmm. We want to always hire professional bartenders. Your cousin Kenny not gonna do what we do.
No, Kenny ain't gonna do what you do, baby. Kenny don't know the real recipes.
Right.
Kenny make it his way, and Leroy gonna blow up the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
They ain't neither one of them gonna stay behind the bar because they both been trying to holler at Keisha since 10th grade. Every time she walk by, they come from behind the bar. They say. You know what I'm saying?
Heard.
A true bartender is in position and ready to serve.
Heard. That's what's up. Well, y'all make sure y'all check out Good Spirits Bartending. Okay, that's my guy. Not only my friend, he is also one of my favorite bartenders. So make sure y'all check him out. Now moving along, we got my boy Sid, Mr. Mobile.
Yeah.
Some may know him as Never Scared Sid. Uh-oh. That's a secret. We ain't gonna put your business out. Well, it's still saved in my phone as Never Scared Sid. It's been about 10, 11 years, 10 years maybe now? Yeah. So, Sid is a mechanic, you all. So, and we all know the way the city of Jackson is set up in these streets. We all need a mechanic.
That's right.
Okay? That's right. Unless you're in the helicopter every day, you need a doggone mechanic. Unless you're in the helicopter every day. So, Sid, talk to the people. Let them know about Mr. Mobile.
Well, Mr. Mobile started as a mobile service, which at the time when we came out, there was no other mobile services around that I knew of. And all my customers were wild because we came to their house, to their job. And so that's kind of how the Mr. Mobile thing started. But later on, we ended up, getting the building because we needed the space and to be able to kind of move around. So what we did was create a little building that we could do bigger jobs at, and it ended up turning into a shop. So, but anyway, that's Mr. Mobile. We actually cater to all of our customers as good as we can as far as trying to keep you rolling. Like you said, Jackson, you can hit a pothole and need a little control arm in no time. Yeah. So, that type stuff and just keeping your maintenance going and keeping you going for lower than all the other places. Like you go some places $1,600 for something. Us, it might be $200, $300. And we keep you going with that same quality service,
Okay, so how long has Mr. Mobile been in business?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Roughly about 22 years now.
Okay. So what inspired you to want to really get your hands in it? Because, I understand the reasoning for it now. But what was like that light bulb that went off that said, okay, you know what? I'm about to start working on cars. Is that you picked it up from somebody?
Well, no, actually, it's kind of funny because I was married at the time, and I was in between trying to find a job and doing music and all that crap. But anyway, I'm riding down the street and I see a sign at Firestone now hiring for oil change guy. So I was like, I can change oil. Let me run in here and do that. So I ended up doing that, but of course I could do more than change oil, but I never told them that. So it made it seem like I was so good. You know what I mean? And that's the advice I give a lot of people when they get in a job. Don't give all your goods away. That way you get better promotions. Mm-hmm. If you're expected to do more and you come in and do less, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But anyway, so that's how that came about. But Mr. Mobile actually came about because I was at Nissan and I would see how customers would pull in and wait and bring cars like 7:30 in the morning and wait 2-3 days to get their stuff back. And it kind of inspired me to want to make it where people can get the parts cheaper. They can get the service faster. If we bring your car in, usually we get unless it's something, major that we can't get done. But other than that, that's really how it goes with us.
I can honestly say he's never had to keep my car overnight. So it's in and out. Like, again, hey, I'm also a happy customer here. So, right. He's never had to keep my car, for days. No. So I can honestly say that is definitely legit info right there. Right. So how does that work with the weather conditions? Because I know with being a mechanic, you are out there in the cold and the hot, rain. If Jackson happened to get lucky and get a little snow, you out, So, how do you manage to work through the weather conditions, hot, cold, all of that, and still get the job done efficiently? Yeah.
The cold, believe it or not, is fine with me because I was born in Detroit, so I'm good with the cold. Okay. The heat is what I can't stand. Okay. But the thing is, you got a job to do. It's kind of like if you were a soldier. Mm-hmm. I can't complain. I got to get out in the field, in the sand, in the whatever, and get it done. So if I make my mind up to offer you a service, I try to make sure that I can complete that task. But there are times, of course, if it's raining and lightning and we're working outside, of course we got to stop. I don't want to be the next dude that, with the key on the kite, so to speak, holding the wrench in my hand and pocket wow. Mm-hmm. So, there are sometimes we have to say, okay, we're not coming out today or whatever. But for what it's worth, we even had trucks one year when the ice storm came. We were pulling people out of the ice, even 18-wheelers with like F-150s and F-250s. Wow. So, we've been out in the worst of it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let me ask you this. As a woman, and as a woman who doesn't know much about cars.
You said woman.
Okay. Shine, don't you start. As a woman who doesn't know much about cars, okay. I'm about to push him out that chair for that. Okay, and on top of that, I've always had men in my life to where I really didn't need, which that's not an excuse, but my question is, because a lot of times if a woman goes to a mechanic, sometimes the mechanic will try to take advantage. He knows that she has no clue what's going on. She's going to share a funny noise, so. How do you take care of your ladies when they come and see you at Mr. Mobile?
Well, I'm actually glad you said that because that's another part of why I did what I did as far as starting the company. Mm-hmm. People couldn't trust certain mechanics. You go places and you need a belt, but then I sell you 3 other things you don't really need or you can kind of wait on. Mm-hmm. So my thing was, if I can create a family, a friendship with my customers. Yeah. Where when you come to me, you can bring your mama, you can send your cousin, and that's what I live off of. So you probably never seen a billboard of Mr. Mobile or this or that because I don't advertise much. I use treatment of people. Like if I treat you good, then you tell your cousin, and that to me that's smart business. Yeah. Other companies rely on getting as much as they can out of that one person and constantly advertising. I rely on treating you the best, making sure the job is done right, and then let you do my advertising. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, it actually teaches me to treat you better, to try to get you a better price on your part, and this, that, and the other, because if I can keep you happy, I can stay afloat. Exactly. You see what I mean? So it kind of works itself out. It does. What I'm getting at. And that makes perfect sense because I didn't even know you worked on cars at first. Because I never wanted, by me doing music and clubs and I never wanted to mix the two. And the guy that works with me, D, he would always say, well, I want to put flyers out at the club and we should do this. And I always told him, I said, listen, it's hard when you bring in people that know you as friends and Mr. Turn Up. And then when it's time to do business, they don't know I can turn it off. I'm like him. I don't drink on the job, but at night I'm drinking them, smoking my cigars. And some people can't transition and change and say, okay, now he's Mr. Mobile. It's business.
Yeah.
So I tried to keep it separate for a long time, but of course it didn't work. But now, honestly speaking, with the cigar family, those gentlemen and ladies, that's actually nice. You know,
that's a different quality.
Yeah, it's a different.
People.
Right. It's
not
what I'm
like
used
the black
to.
and mild smokers.
Some
of them might smoke black and mild, but they don't have a black and mild attitude.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't want to knock any money as far as business is concerned, but truth be told, there's a certain, just put it this way. If you go to Ellis Avenue to AutoZone and you walk in, and the service you get, and I love them, so don't hate me, but the service you get may be a little, they may be on edge or this, that, and other. And then you go 51, and it seems like everybody's so nice. And that's because the type of people that they're dealing with on a daily, it'll actually change the way you do business. Yeah, and I say that to say to all my people, like young folks, older folks that come in places and you got this mentality of I'm gonna snap on them if they do this. That only makes the business place that you're going to in your neighborhood worse for you later. Because now that person has the attitude you came.
That's the energy. Energy doesn't die; it transfers.
That's it.
Energy does not die; it transfers. I actually did a live yesterday talking about walking in your purpose and talking about how when we are in these different jobs, we are so stuck in them for the money, right? Correct. And but we're only here for the money, and we're consistently at these places, and we're giving them more than they're giving us. Right. And when we wake up, you're like, oh, I hate this job. Oh, I want to go. Oh, I can't stand my manager. Right. Oh, I can't stand my coworker. Then when you walk in there, that's the energy you're giving. Because when you woke up, your mind was already made up. I did not want to do this. I don't want to be around these people. I don't like this environment or this situation. Then you take your butt in there and you spread that same type of energy. And you wonder why you got a bad day every time you're at work. Because your mind is made up. It's going to be a bad day every time.
And and I hate to say that the way that I said it in a sense, because I don't want people to think that because you stay on a certain side of town or something, you shouldn't get treated right.
No, it's not
It's
not that.
Right. What I'm trying to show them is if you, like you just said, if you give off the right energy, then you'll get that back.
Exactly.
If you go to a place and the person that greeted you is horrible, but every time you come, you happy, upbeat, and you treat them good, eventually you'll teach them to act different. But if you come with the same attitude, you create that terrible, you know what I mean?
It becomes a cycle of negativity.
Right, exactly.
Like perfect example, if anybody who's in the North Jackson area, and about Briarwood, you have Family Dollar, and then you got Dollar General right across from each other, right? Okay. I don't mean no harm, but I'm just speaking facts, because anybody who shops over there, they know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Family Dollar normally gonna have everything you need, right?
Right.
Dollar General be short on stuff.
That's
okay.
True.
And I'm talking about these two locations specifically. I can't talk about nobody else. Yeah. So Family Dollar, though, between the management or whatever's going on over there, they're horrible. Okay.
Like we weren't gonna talk about that.
they have it's horrible customer service, and then you'll be sitting there in line, ain't nobody there to take care of you. Right. Then they walk up and hey, how you doing? And keep walking to the back, and I'm in here with a whole bunch of stuff. For versus Dollar General, though, they ain't gonna have nothing I need in there, but they so polite. Right. And they so sweet, and they greet you, and they gonna walk behind the counter, gonna help you look like they kind of give you Chick-fil-A energy sometimes. However though, they don't have hardly nothing in here that I need. But I'm gonna take my butt in there first.
Me too.
And give it a good try, and just hope for the best, because I love the energy, and you make me want to come back in here. Right. Versus when I come over here to Family Dollar to spend my money, I'm kind of like, I shouldn't have came in here because y'all got an attitude, and why you mad at me that I want to spend my money?
Yeah.
And that to me is
one of the things I've always experienced, just as a bartender and a server, front of the house, period.
Yeah.
I always tell people, hey man, You can say whatever you want to say to me after you get your food. Don't come in here with no attitude.
Right.
Don't you go nowhere and disrespect food service people.
Why would you disrespect
And these
anybody
folks gotta
serving?
fix something you gotta put in your mouth.
In your mouth.
Look, you can talk about my loved ones, you can call me all kind of insults and everything. After you get your food, you do not want to go first. You don't want to strike first.
You don't, and that's something. And with everybody in here that works in customer service, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I know that the way the three of us operate, we don't even go trying to start nothing with nobody. Now we will politely finish it, but we're not gonna go start anything with anybody. And what I never understood was like whether you in a drive-through line, restaurant, bar, whatever the case may be, if you need something from this person on this other side, why are you walking up to me giving me smoke? Right. Then when I get a smoke back, now you appalled.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
you act like I done came and snatched you up out your car. But I don't come to nobody and harass them on their place of business. Right. So my concern is always, well, why would you come do the same to me? Why would you come do that? You know, I don't come to McDonald's tearing their place up. Don't come in.
Yeah, I'm too big for the outside. I ain't on the jungle gym no more. I ain't did nothing.
McDonald's. So why you gotta come over here and set it off with me? And yeah, I'm petty saying McDonald's. I don't mean no harm, but I'm just saying, no matter what your occupation is, every worker deserves respect.
Yeah, and bartending,
everyone.
We had an opportunity to treat you like a player, man. You know.
Oh, and do
you come to a spot on a regular basis. You know, when I see you pull up, I can go and start making you drink. I know what you like. Yeah. I can go ahead and get the sports section of the newspaper out the thing and fold it up and sit it in front of your chair where you sit. I can change the TV. I know you like to see the Weather Channel because you traveling. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can do all that for you. But now you got an attitude. Last time you was in here,
I'm gonna keep walking.
You're going to walk in, you're going to have company. You're going to want me to treat you like a player, and I'm going to look you dead in the face and be like, hey, how you doing, sir? What can I get for you? Man, I want the same thing I always get. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get
Man, I come here all the time. Never seen you before.
Right.
Let me get my usual. What usual?
What usual?
You don't come here enough to have
what
usual.
You ain't no regular.
You ain't no regular.
Look, if you got to tell me you a regular, you ain't a regular. Because I'm regular. I'm here 5-6 days a week.
You ain't more regular than me now.
You like the people that go to church on Easter and Christmas.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, baby, and show up like a superhero, baby. Ain't paid not a piece of tithe.
Ain't paid a tithe since '94.
Oh wow.
Your baby done graduated college last time you paid tithe. You ain't paid the tithe in 23 years.
Yeah, 23 years.
Talking about this your church home. They done changed 3 pastors.
And had 2 building funds. Okay.
Sure.
That ain't even pastor no more.
Oh wait, I told y'all we weren't gonna act right. So
not these 3.
No, not these 3. Not at all. They're lucky we can't have cigars.
What?
It'll be real ugly. It'll be done. So let me ask you this: what advice do you have for women drivers?
Women drivers?
Yes, because I know
you're not gonna get me beat up.
No, this actually might. You might have somebody hitting your line about this. Ooh,
well, no, I don't.
Thank you for that info.
As far as women drivers, I don't want to say as far as. Well, no, I mean, some women drive better than some of the guys I know. So that's you know. But the only thing I will say, maybe about women, that you have to practice trying to be calm in a situation.
Oh, because I freak out.
Because if you're the type that panics when something happens, if somebody comes over on you, you'll scream and let the wheel go before you adjust. I've seen it happen.
Wait, I ain't letting it go.
I got a friend girl, and I'm not gonna say her name. We were sitting at a light, and she got ready to go. The girl was making a left and swiped her car, and I'm steady hollering, "Turn around! We need to follow her." She couldn't move. She was just like, and that's the biggest thing that caused a lot of wrecks with women is because in the situation, instead of making that adjustment real quick, they'll panic first.
Gotcha.
So on that, I would say just try to practice being a little more calm.
Okay.
What you got, sir?
I want to add to that.
I feel like I'm about to push Sean out
For
the chair.
no, this is for the benefit of all men. Ladies, tell your old man when your car say change engine oil. Don't wait till it say check engine oil level.
So pretty much, as soon as them lights start popping on,
when
let your man know.
When he goes, tell me right then. Right. Don't wait till it say go, 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 go. You see what I'm saying? That you know, change engine oil and check engine oil level is the difference between $70 and a crate engine.
That's it now.
You see what I'm saying?
It. Well, let me say this on a serious note. That's what I wanted to get at more so than their driving ability. It's just people thinking that between oil changes, they don't need to check the oil. That's one of my biggest problems with a lot of my customers. I love to make money and put a motor in your car. Not a problem. But I would rather do the maintenance on that car for years and keep that car alive and happy for you and save you money on a new car.
Alive and happy.
But if you go and get an oil change and you think that because your oil has been changed, you don't need to check it until 3 or 4 or 5 months from now, that's not going to work because a engine burns oil. Every time that piston jumps up and down, it's dragging that oil through fire. So with that being said, you imagine greasing a pan, so to speak. If you just left it burning, it's going to eventually disappear. So you look up and you got zero oil, and we see it all the time. People need motors simply because they neglected to check the oil. Okay. And so that's my biggest thing. The other thing that
you're saying they don't do scheduled maintenance.
Well, that too, but it's just you could pull up on me. You know, if you got a daughter in school at JSU, every 2 weeks, tell her just drive down the street and we'll check it, make sure everything's fine. She don't spend a dime. Okay. I'd rather do that than for you to tear the car up. Because believe it or not, I may make whatever off of putting a motor in for you, but that one car I can make money off of for years and you don't have to pay a car note. Yeah. So we both win. Yeah. But if I put a motor in the new one that you're getting, then we got to start with that one, and then you tow that one up. So it's not good for the customer. Okay. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing for me. If I can keep you happy, keep your car going, that's what my job is. Right. But if you're not willing to meet me halfway and check the oil, or at least pull up so I can check it, then we kind of fighting against each other. You know?
Keep the car happy and alive.
Happy, right. It was the happy and alive for me.
Right.
Okay. It was the happy and alive for me. Again, if anybody wants to call in, 601-948-5950 or 601-948-5835. So I got a question for both of y'all. We're going to start with you, Sean. Well, no, we already talked about that, about black people tipping, right?
We didn't talk about it on air. You said there was going to be a question you were going to ask me.
So let me ask you. Yeah. Do you feel that black people have an issue with tipping? And I'm asking this because, we met at Olive Garden. Yeah. And I know
that was back in the Gap.
I know. I was pregnant with my oldest, so that was like 11 years ago. Yeah. So I remember, because I was a hostess, and I remember vividly, there would be the servers in the front, waiting to get their table, and they're like, well, don't send me them. What? Don't send me. And people literally would come up to me, hey, don't send me no black people because they don't tip. First of all, baby, I got to sit somebody something, Yeah. So that was a whole thing. Like, it would literally be a huge issue about me seating somebody blacker than section, and they're also black. Yeah. So as someone who's worked in the service industry for so long, what is your perception on that?
I would like to parallel the conversation you and him just had about energy. When you feel like black people not going to tip when they sit down, you treat them as if they're not going to tip. You take your time getting to the table. You see they out of water, sweet tea, or Coca-Cola. Then you well, I can't say that. You lollygagging with refills, and you done set the food down. The young lady might need some Parmesan cheese or something, but you don't know that because you ain't been back to the table in 8 minutes. You see what I'm saying?
Because you already didn't want the table.
So, do black people tip? Yes. Do black people tip? No. Because black people want you to earn their money because we work hard for it. You see what I'm saying? We don't just
we made our mind up. I'm gonna see what he or she gonna do before I give her my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then any inkling, it don't even. You can give great service for 40 minutes. If you drop the check too fast, or, you ain't been over here in 6 minutes. But when you drop the check, you come right back. Oh, you just want the money?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I ain't giving you nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's a misnomer that black people don't tip. Black people don't tip for nothing. You're not just gonna get my money just cause you think I'm supposed to get. I owe Olive Garden. I don't owe you.
Right.
I'm gonna pay my bill.
Facts.
I owe Red Lobster. I don't owe you nothing.
And you got a lot of people that think if they pay the bill and the food is high, they shouldn't tip. So that's another negative there.
Yeah.
But I
they
wanted
don't
to
need to
say
go
this
nowhere.
in between that. That's the same thing that I was talking about the business, like the parts stores and how things are done. The same thing happens in any business. If you want tips and you come, like you said, with the negative energy, then you already turned me off. So if I'm a person that probably wouldn't tip much anyway, you definitely not getting a tip.
You done turned $3 into $0.
Right. All right, caller, you on the air.
Yes, I need that guy's phone number.
Which guy phone number?
The one to do the mobile service.
Okay, Mr. Mobile, do you mind providing your number for this nice gentleman?
Yes, sir. That number is 601-720-8996.
Give it to him one more time.
601-720-8996.
Okay. You can tell me again?
You need it again?
Yes,
601-720-8996.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that. Anybody else has any questions, comments, or concerns?
Hey, somebody got to call in and ask me for good spirit number. Y'all can't let him outshine me now. He can't be the only one getting personal requests. So if anybody out there listening to 9.1 and you know what I'm saying, just call and ask, just say y'all want good spirit number. You know what I'm saying? He can't be the only one over here doing it big. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said he's not going to let him outshine.
Somebody ask me so.
Stan, come help me over here, man. You see, I got some characters on here today, bro.
Ask me a soft question, though. I ain't that smart. Don't ask me that hard.
Oh, wow.
So y'all, Divergence Bourbon. Just shot it. That's how he said his people's.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all check out Divergence Bourbon. Now, I don't know why did I have to always fuss at him in order to get some bourbon from him. However, make sure y'all let me
I ain't never had none either.
You've never had any?
I ain't never had none either.
Sean.
Actually, it's
Get on
my
your
fault
boy.
because you
Get on
invited
your
me
boy.
to a few
I ain't never
parties,
had
but
none either.
I hadn't
You know
had
what I'm
it
saying?
yet.
It's
That's
really
my
good, y'all. I've had.
I bet it is.
Because he has multiple flavors.
That's right.
And I've tried most of them.
Well, I know it's good because of the,
Most of them?
I know it's good because of the content of his character. Like
Yeah.
he don't do no slop.
Nah, he not going to play
You know
around. He
what
not
I'm
going
saying?
to have to do anything.
But I am saying I ain't never had none. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, you know what, Steve? I'm going to need you to get on that, okay? We got another caller. Caller, you are on the air.
Yeah, how you all doing this evening?
All right, how are you?
Yeah, Mr. Mobile, what all do you do?
Mr. Mobley asks, what all do you do?
We actually do pretty much anything automotive except for alignments and tires because the facility isn't big enough for me to, put all that equipment in.
And where are you all located?
We're located 416 Hooker Street, Jackson, Mississippi, right off Gallatin, in front of Auto Plus.
Caller, turn your radio down.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I done lost my thought.
If somebody
Sean's
call and
face.
said no, I'm gone.
It hung it up. Yeah, Sean's face was everything. I don't know why that's doing that. That sound.
Hang up.
It's hung up. Try that. That's better. Yeah, that's better. But
Y'all done cut my mic off? You know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I ain't making drinks no more.
I'm going to scoot over here by you, brother. We going to share a mic.
This why I don't tip. I don't like the service I'm getting.
When my boy Fred said Mr. Mobile getting all the calls, y'all had to see Sean's face when he came.
I knew that one for me. You know, it's my turn. You know what I'm saying?
So, I want to go ahead and give a moment for us to shout out some black businesses.
Okay.
Anybody, because we got 7 minutes left. So if there's anybody that between the three of us we want to shout out and send the people to, let's go ahead and do that. I want to give a shout out to African Art Gallery. If you have not been to African Art Gallery, I highly recommend checking them out. They got jewelry, African print, African art, jewelry, all kind of stuff. They got artifacts, and they have book bags and duffel bags, and they got purses, and they have books and all kind of literature and paintings and all kind of really, really nice things that are culturally oriented. So I definitely recommend y'all check out African Art Gallery downtown on Ferry Street. Anybody else y'all want to shout out?
I have too many, and I don't want to get beat up, but...
Well, give us what you can. They know your heart.
Well, I'm going to shout out my food, guys. Northside Land and Zoe's and...
Oh, I love those. I had them last week.
But I really just want to say, if you out and you in Jackson or surrounding area, just try to spin black a little bit. Mm-hmm. Don't alienate other businesses, because I love Jackson. I love Mississippi, but I try to buy Jackson first because it needs it, not because I'm being funny, but because it needs. We need to build us back up, and my advice to anybody is just do that. You know, eat here more often. Yeah. You know what I mean? We got a lot of nice places that people don't explore. Mm-hmm. So let's try and do that. That's my advice. Yeah. I don't want to shout out a bunch of those.
Sean, what you got? Appreciate that. Sid. We don't want you to get in no trouble.
That's right. I would get beat up.
I would like to encourage the business owners to do business and not focus on being black businesses. Right. You are a black-owned business, but you are a business first and foremost. A lot of people out here, myself included, I believe in supporting black business, but I don't believe in supporting business because it's black. You're going to have to give me the same quality of effort and the same customer service and the same treatment that I can get elsewhere. It's just like there's an Exxon across the street from a Shell station. You know what I'm saying? If the variance is, 2 pennies, I'll go with the black guy. But you're not going to charge me $2 more for a Snicker bar than the competitor is, and I'm going to give you that money just because you're black. Be fair. Just do business and don't focus on being a black business. Mm-hmm. You're a black-owned business.
That's heard. And said, I never got a chance to ask you this question. Mm-hmm. Y'all know we talk about the potholes in Jackson, right? We got 3 minutes. Yeah. So, how has the potholes in Jackson affected your clientele?
I wish I could say it made me rich, but we do make money off of it, and I hate to say that, and I try to educate my customers, because even something as simple as hitting the brakes when you see a pothole can actually put more tension on the lower control arms, the upper control arms. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you imagine your arms being held out and you hit a pothole and I'm on your back with my foot, the pressure that's going to be on your joints is going to be crazy. Okay. Your control arms are just rubber. So if you jam on brakes in a pothole situation, more tension on those parts. So kind of remember that. Try to brake before the pothole and then get off of them.
Okay.
You're going to hit it anyway.
Heard. All right. Did you get a chance to tell people how to contact you, Mr. Mobile? I know we did, Sean.
He done gave his phone number twice. He gave his phone number twice.
Yeah. That number again is 601-720-8996.
Oh, that's what we doing?
Yeah. Just give me a holler and we'll take care of it.
Hey, man, y'all let never scared say that Shine me. Ain't nobody.
Why didn't nobody call for Sean? Sean, I'm going to call.
Who want my phone number?
Let me grab my phone. Let me call in for you, brother.
Who want my phone? We ain't got but a minute. Go on do it.
All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode, another show of Respect Your Black Dollars Radio. I am your hostess, Sarita Lakim. Make sure you check out The Sweetest Body, Peace, and Love on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. We provide yoga, meditation, card reading. I make waist beads, bracelets, anklets, all kind of stuff. Mostly anything with healing stones to help you manifest or bring whatever you want into existence. So make sure y'all check us out. I also have Wind Down Yoga this Saturday at noon in the big room at Churchill. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My mother says she wants to reach Sean when she visits. Okay. She on live. Most definitely.
Follow me on Instagram.
Right, she got the right
_
Now see, Sean, she came through. She came through, and
I love Mama.
See. Mama, thank you so much for coming in and making Sean feel better on Facebook Live. Thank you. All right, y'all, check us out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. WNPR 90.1. Respect your black dollars. Y'all have a good one. Remember, energy doesn't die, it transfers. So make sure you transfer in the right energy. Be blessed. There we go.
Y'all cut my shit off 10 minutes ago. See, I don't like the way I'm being treated.
Right. I've been in here fighting nets.
I'm about to hang up this live because it's about to get stupid, and I'm gonna hang this. Oh God. Okay. Steve.
So lucky I couldn't
Steve, somebody tell you give you his number.
Steve who?
Divergence Bourbon.
Okay.
Steve who? Scuba Steve.
Yeah.
He told me to give you his number.
Yeah.
And Steve, when you coming back, because every time you get on my live, you talking about you gonna pull up and you don't never pull up, and I've been asking you for bourbon since the spring of last year. What are we doing? That's some good wine.
6 grapes is
I've never had it before. They've heard of it. Yeah, clearly, I'm slick.
6 grapes is bomb.
Yeah, I've never had it, never heard of it. So I can find it
I
anywhere.
like that. Have you ever had the Taylor Fladgate port?
I don't think so.
Awesome. Taylor Fladgate.
I don't know them.
Like Taylor, like a person's name, and Fladgate.
Nope, never had it.
You got my homegirl, so you got some healing stones.
What's she looking for? Steve, something I got you now because you've been talking about you was gonna bring me something.
Hey. Talk crazy after you get your food. Don't check Steve right now. You know what I'm saying? Get the bourbon first.
Clearly, I missed that part of the show. I missed that part of the radio show because you saw I was about to go in.
Yeah, hold that down.
Hey, Sean had you because I was about to give it to you, Steve. I was about to go in.
Hey, she's Steve. She's speaking for herself. Me and Sid ain't said nothing. Me and Sid ain't said.
Hey, he said, get him a separate batch. Don't get him the batch you gonna give me.
Sarita body gonna be open when he get it. When Sarita get her body gonna already be open.
The seal gonna be broke.
Yeah. Don't you drink that by yourself?
Hey.
You need to be around some company when you drink that.
I'm gonna need some help.
In case you need a ride to the emergency room.
But make sure y'all check us out every Wednesday. I'm here every 2nd and 4th, okay? Yeah. And then he talking about bet. Man, I ain't about to play with none of y'all. Y'all check us out every Wednesday. You catch me every 2nd and 4th.
I think me and Sid need to be co-hosts.
Yeah, I don't mind y'all coming on here helping me out. I don't mind.
What you think, Sid? What you think, Sid?
Nah, Sid ain't gonna
I had enough of the play.
So you know what's up. I don't mind. Come through.
And it's funny because...
All right, I'm finna hang this thing.